What's going on, everybody? It's Derrick.
And it's Doug. What's going on?
Episode 41.
Yep. And our second Facebook live stream.
Yeah. Super exciting. We updated some looks so that we're a wee bit closer to the camera. We're still working out some things.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what do you say next time? We're trying to plan on something behind us. So that way we have
Yeah.
a little bit extra stuff.
Yeah. A little bit of extra
Going on.
light going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Kind of exciting. We should do an E3 podcast soon.
We should.
Because E3 is coming up rather shortly, actually.
Like, wasn't that this week?
Like next week. June. Beginning of June. Yeah.
Oh, it's just tickets that are sold. My bad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what'd you do this week?
I worked.
Well, I mean, that's kind of obvious.
Yeah. Other than that, played Injustice. That's really about it.
How is it?
I really enjoy it. I beat the campaign yesterday.
Good. Oh, okay. Tell me more.
Let's see. What else? Are you... Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Why don't you save some of that for the review? But good?
it's very good. I enjoy it.
Good.
I was playing it all day yesterday. I beat the story mode in one day.
Is there, like, different... I love how it's saying we're playing Overwatch. No, we're not. Oh, well.
I mean, you know.
Well, we're trying to talk about some of it.
Overwatch?
Yeah, a little bit. That's one of the news stories.
But no, you're about to ask about Injustice.
Yeah. Was it multiple character storylines or just one?
Yes. I mean...
Is it like Street Fighter where, like...
Did you play the original Injustice?
No.
Okay. Then let's save that more for the review.
Okay.
Other than that, I played a little Destiny yesterday.
Okay.
What
I was
else?
playing a little bit of that this morning.
Yeah, you were. You were playing Archon's Forge.
Yep.
What else was there?
Live stream Destiny 2, which we'll be talking about later.
Yes. Feels like we're talking about everything later, but...
Nothing now!
Yeah. I mean, I guess what we do during the week kind of shapes our podcast. Applied for some new jobs.
Oh?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. What else? Not much else.
Yeah, I want to say work.
Work.
Mostly work.
And it's suffering from allergies.
Oh my god. Can we talk about that for a minute?
It's awful.
I was talking about this last night on my stream. Like, spring is literally the worst.
Yeah.
I would rather deal with any other weather phenomena than pollen.
It's like typhoon. Yeah, I can handle that. Tornado, which we've been in quite a few.
Yeah.
Lightning storms where lightning strikes our building. That's happened more than once.
Yeah.
Pollen.
Bump that noise.
Can I just go join the Suicide Squad?
Yeah. Just light the air on fire and the air just...
It's like that one scene in Resident Evil 3.
More like an entire episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Forest grew overnight, released its pollen, right, as like a solar flare was reaching out and was going to burn the earth, and like the trees absorbed the fire.
Sorry?
It was a pretty weak storyline. But yeah.
Trees absorbed fire.
They formed like this thick cover over the entire earth.
Right? Of pollen?
Of like their tree canopy mass and pollen.
Okay.
And then like when the fire reached out, it burned all that and like burned itself out.
That's not how fire works.
Shh.
Pretty sure Pokemon has told me that plant life is weak to fire, so it won't resist anything. Yeah, it's Doctor Who. What do I know?
Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to the YouTube roundup.
Yes, you're gonna have to lead it because I'm currently monitoring our stream.
Good. I had got Zombie by Awa.
Yes.
There's a story behind that. We recently launched our YouTube channel, and if you've watched it on YouTube, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not live, but it's still awesome. And someone left a comment and was like, hey, this might be considered spam, but you should check out this video. I turned my phone on silent, I swear.
No, he did not. As evidence.
I clearly didn't, apparently. I don't know why, but...
Well, what was it? Share it with the class.
It was Facebook telling me, hey, we're live.
Hey, it was my wife telling me, hey, you need to... how are you running on hemorrhoid cream?
Right.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be pretty good.
You would instantly share that one.
Yeah. But yeah, they were like, hey, check out this video. So I checked it out. I was like, ugh, I don't want to, but I will.
Right.
Checked it out, and I was like, okay, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's a nice music video. Apparently it was like shot in a weekend.
Nice.
So I contacted the actual publishers, because the person who shared it wasn't, as far as I could tell, wasn't affiliated with the actual channel that they were sharing.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to contact them, let them know, hey, we're going to be talking about you on
Our podcast.
our podcast.
What'd they say?
They're like, oh, cool, thanks.
Nice.
I was like, yes.
Nice.
So it was really cool. It's a really, really good song.
Describe it for us.
It's very melodic, but also like,
As most songs are.
yeah. It's black and white. It's just really hard to describe. It's just one
Music
of those.
videos are very hard to describe.
It's haunting, but not in a bad way.
Okay. I can see it.
So, you've seen it.
It's like
So
being haunted by your pet cat. You're not exactly terrified, but you're still being haunted.
yeah, exactly.
I get you.
So, what'd you have?
Well, I'm monitoring the stream,
Oh.
so.
You said the magic of making sound.
Yes.
That was all about Foley work, if
Yes.
I'm not mistaken.
Foley work for, like, different pit movies, different things like that. And it was just really interesting to see Foley work.
Yeah, since we're working on a film, it's like, oh man, Foley work.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean, the thought of, you can hear just fine someone stepping on grass.
Yeah.
But for your camera, it's like, are they walking in a void? I don't hear anything. There's no sounds of nature.
Yeah. That's something I was like, oh, Foley work, just a little bit of Foley work. And then they're like, we redubbed the whole film.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh.
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 My God.
Yeah, and as always, the links are going to be in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth a watch. I watched it a couple days ago.
I mean, the most startling thing was, like, beach sand for snow and cornstarch for that, like, crackling pop of, like, ice in the snow.
Yeah.
There's like, what?
I was watching that. I watched a couple of them, and I was like, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Because I was like thinking of like, oh, we're working on our own film and everything, but it's just like
You don't think
like,
about sound.
Yeah, one guy was like, first we'll dub all of the main characters' footsteps. I was like, oh my God! So like by the time a movie comes up, they've probably watched it a billion times.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine what the people from who are doing, like, Last Jedi going through right now.
Oh,
Anytime there's a lightsaber fight, you got footsteps, you got breathing, you got the lightsabers, you have just how it feels in their hand.
yeah, any like metal clinking, their costuming.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Plus, I mean, nature sounds like, oh, they're in a forest. Oh, but we need nature sounds now.
Pretty much. So I was like, okay, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The next one I have, I wish there was a more official link, but I tried looking it up and I can't find it.
Right.
Tom Holland was on the lip sync battles on Spike TV recently.
Yes.
Facing off against Zendia, some musician.
Zenyatta's an Overwatch
I
character.
know. I can't think of their name.
Step into the iris.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was facing up against Zenyatta.
Or about Discord.
Because Genji was too busy needing healing.
Yeah.
Um,
I need healing.
and
No,
he
you
started
don't
with
have
Singing in the Rain and then transferred into Umbrella
Yes.
by Rihanna.
And as I mentioned to you, Tom Holland is low-key built.
Yeah, he is Spider-Man built.
Yes.
Spider-Man's always been like,
The lean, athletic track star.
Yeah.
Not Hulk built or Thor built.
yeah. So I was like, and like he done a couple like flips and a couple tricks like that, and I was like, Spider-Man, y'all.
Yeah. I do like... I know this came up when during the movie Baywatch. It's coming out soon.
Yes.
Where Zac Efron stacked. Like, he's a well-built man. It's just like, he has a lot of well-defined muscles. And, he looks great.
Next to the Rock.
He looks like a child.
Yeah.
He looks like me. And I'm on camera, and I'm looking occasionally, I'm like, this is really a wake-up call. I need to lose some weight. Just looking down, like,
Paging Doug.
It's sort of-
you need to lose some weight.
it's like that band you're going to start. My wife says I need to lose some weight.
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm
that's my
starting to
new
think she's
travel
right.
band. My wife said I should lose some weight, and I'm starting to think she's right.
Yeah.
Or the Huff and Puff is our marching beat.
Yes.
It was like we were on a film shoot, and like we walked probably close to 5 miles that day,
Know about that, yeah.
And, like, by the end of the day, I'm like, because it was super cold, too. And for some reason, like, when I get super cold, like, it just gets harder to breathe. And I just get, I get wheezy. More wheezy than wheezy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fine.
Kind of like me right now with allergies. Like,
yeah, it's like I'm dying, low-key dying. Just kick me off the curb and just kick me off the trail and just keep going. I'll feed the nice animals of the forest.
pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah, but you were saying like my new travel band, and
Yeah.
I like that. One day I'd like to make that something.
Yeah. So I mean, watching Tom Holland stand next to like Captain America, it's like, all right, clearly I know you are playing a teenager, but you look like a child.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was sitting there thinking, and this is a good point, is Marvel has not miscast anyone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, except for like Terrence Howard.
Who was?
He was the original Rhodey in Iron Man.
Oh, yeah. Then they replaced him with, yeah. Well, they kind of replaced him. And then they got it right.
Yeah. So they have had a casting misstep.
You know, I hadn't thought about that one. But, like, think about it. Like, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Chris Evans, perfect Captain America.
I wouldn't say Marvel has... All right, the Marvel MCU has not been miscast. Let's not talk about Fantastic Four.
Well, that was a Sony project. I'm sorry, that was a Fox project.
Yes.
And then...
But here's my thing. We're going to talk about this during Injustice. I don't see how DC and Warner Brothers is screwing up their cinematic universe quite as much as they have been.
Well, I seen, and I was told, that Justice League is doing major reshoots.
Yeah, and Wonder Woman apparently got really positive.
Yeah, which is really cool, and I'm super excited for it, because I'm excited to see Wonder Woman take the lead.
Yeah, but my problem is, all right, Sony owns Spider-Man and Venom, who... Isn't Tom Hardy...
Tom Hardy is going to be Venom.
Yes.
Which is fascinating, because before...
He was Bane.
He was Bane, so he made the DC Marvel bridge. There was one other actor that done it, Ryan Reynolds. Green Lantern, Deadpool.
Yep. But my thought problem is, how's DC screwing up the cinematic universe?
There are too many cooks.
Well, here's the thing. They have all the rights to their characters. Marvel does not.
Wrong. You are not wrong. I think it's just one of those things of like they've legitimately got too many cooks. They're like, well, this person's in charge of this, and we'll edit this out, and we'll edit this. You're the director, so that's fine, but we're gonna slash your film on the editing room floor.
See, my theory is they need to bring in like Jeff Johns, who did who's write Green Lantern. They need to write the film as though it's a comic book, and just say either we're gonna do something completely new, or we're going to go back through this story arc, feature these characters. Honestly, we don't need the backstory to Flash. We don't need the backstory to Green Arrow. We don't need the backstory to any of the guys from Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, even if they're not the same character in the same continuity,
we already know.
We already know what their character's about.
We don't need another Batman origin story.
Right? I mean, the only person who gets killed more than Uncle Ben is Thomas and Martha Wayne.
You're not wrong.
And so, if DC would just say, here's Batman, here's Catwoman. If you want to know more about Catwoman, pick up a comic book. Go watch The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Let other works take on the footwork.
Look at Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 is a good example.
Exactly.
They were very unknown characters, unless you were a big comic book fan.
Yeah.
So you have this chance of creating this ragtag group, have some humor, not forced humor like Suicide Squad did, or DC Superman, or Superman Batman.
Yeah.
Not forced, organic. Get some naturally funny people.
I mean, if they put Flash, Blue Beetle, any of the Teen Titans.
Make a Teen Titans movie. Just say, okay, you know what, we're going to stay away from Suicide Squad, which that was their chance to break into something new.
Yeah.
Was a random assortment of characters. Get some good people, like Will Smith was fine. Margot Robbie was fine.
All the characters were fine, including, we had a conversation this week with James from the Film Site Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
about Cara Delevingne.
Yes.
She's going to be in Valerian.
Yes.
Super excited for that. I think she's a good actor.
Yes.
Every scene where she was June Moon in Suicide Squad
Was outstanding.
was outstanding. Even the transformation where she puts her hand on the desk and she's like, Enchantress. Then it flips over and she's Enchantress. Perfect.
It was amazing. Like
Yeah.
it was like the first half of Suicide Squad, through the character introductions, were written by the next person, or were written by one person, and then after that, it was like 4 other people.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh God, okay, this director's writing. They're running through the streets, and
Helicopter.
Obsidian zombie monsters. Sure, that's fine. Now they're in a building. Okay, well, you kind of wrote us into a corner with the obsidian zombie monsters, so
Obsidian zombie monsters.
more of them.
Yeah.
It was just like the beginning half of Suicide Squad was like, yes, I'm excited for it. Like, sure, there was a little bit of fatigue with the 30 minutes of introductions, but it was still exciting.
Yeah, it wasn't like a backstory introduction. It was like, here's how they got caught.
Yeah. Here's their powers. Here's how they got caught. Done.
Yeah. I mean, but my problem with Cara Delevingne's acting in the last half of Suicide Squad was she didn't do anything.
Yeah.
She literally got into a fist fight when she's an all-powerful witch. That's some bad directing.
Yeah.
That's some bad writing. Not bad acting, because her acting in that even was still pretty good.
Yeah.
Because she used an advanced, powerful machine to destroy the world.
Of machines.
Of machines. When she literally, in the very beginning of the movie, transported to, like, Iran and got their weapons codes.
Yeah.
She could have literally transported anywhere and start destroying those things. And then you have a destination film, kind of like Age of Ultron. I mean, except better done. You have, here she is in Star City, and you low-key have the Flash. You just see him zipping around the back, evacuating people. Suicide Squad walks in, tries to destroy her. Oh, now she's in Coast City. And you just see Loki in the back. The word of the day is low-key. You just see all the heroes in the back, so you don't have to introduce them.
Mm-hmm.
You just show them.
Yeah.
It's like, we've already talked about the Flash. Batman is evacuating Arkham Asylum, so that way Enchantress doesn't get her hands on more villains. Oh, you can see him escorting,
the Joker.
The Joker out.
That would have been cool. Or made the Joker the main antagonist.
Yes. They had too many antagonists being protagonist to make one of the protagonists the antagonist.
Yeah.
They took someone that's like, oh, Enchantress is going to be one of the heroes. Nah, she's the villain. Because all the villains are being heroes.
Yeah, it was like, well, topsy-turvy day, but it's like, no, just...
More of the same.
Make something cool, like Guardians of the Galaxy did, but, do it DC style.
Yeah.
Which,
DC
I guess
flavor
they did. They screwed it up.
Yeah.
I heard that the Justice League's getting major rewrites. I was walking out of work, and my friend was like, hey, Justice League got major rewrites, and I go, okay, cool, hopefully they make it good.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer of it, and I was like, I have concerns.
DC makes great trailers. I like the Justice League trailers.
They are iffy.
At best.
I
But
just
knowing
can't get
it's
behind
like,
it.
I got my hopes high for Suicide Squad because it had great trailers. This trailer's pretty good, even though I know the film's probably going to be really bad.
Well, the thing is like, and I've talked about this before, they have an Aquaman solo film after introducing him in the Justice League.
I think that'll be fine, because it'll be Black Manta.
That's fine, but I feel like we should have gotten... I feel like we should have gotten an Aquaman solo film first to establish his power.
Nah.
Then you put him in a pantheon with the rest of them.
See, I like the way they have it because Batman is very much, in this continuity, very much a non-powered person.
Yeah.
It's not like he has plot armor either. It feels like. So it's like, okay, here he is hanging out with Wonder Woman. He's recruiting everyone who is literally stronger than him. If you look at the trailer, he walks solo to go talk to Aquaman, the ruler of Atlantis. And he's just going to stroll up and go, here you can talk to fish. He's like, more like command them. It's like, okay, yeah, Batman's a child. It's like, Tom Holland is a child compared to Captain America. Batman is a child compared to Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah. Batman goes and talks to the Flash, who is a punk snot kid, but is infinitely more powerful than Batman.
Yeah. Do you want to real quick throw in your last one? I almost missed it. Your Scott Williams Speed inking.
Yes.
It's DC, wasn't it? Was that the one who was doing Dark Side?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. It was a different one.
I mean, we kind of lost this one. It's just a guy Speed inking over one of his drawings.
Yeah. I seen one, it was like he was doing Dark Side.
Yeah, I was
Or was
watching
it Thanos?
someone do Jim Lee Joker.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to watch that
Yep.
art style done.
Yeah, I like watching methodic videos. It's very relaxing to watch.
Oh, yeah. I was watching a drawing video like that.
I was watching someone talk about how to recreate a painting in the style of Kamosa? Someone. They're doing an Infinity Net painting. I'm like, this is so relaxing.
I was watching car repair videos the other day.
Right?
I was like, I don't know. Oh, I don't specifically need to know how to change the AC compressor in my car, but
And I'm not
This
learning.
enthralling. Like, man, I do need to have a manifold to make sure to evacuate all that refrigerant. You're right. I do.
Right?
And then I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I do need to get my compressor changed. But I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. I have not so steady hands.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I'd really rather just take it to a shop, pay out the nose, and if it's broken, if
It's
not,
their problem,
it's
not
their
yours.
problem. Yeah, it's not me going, well, I watched a YouTube video.
Pretty much.
I mean, if they watched a YouTube video, it's on their insurance, not mine.
Yeah.
So, I was like, all right. But yeah, methodical things like that are very, like, centering almost.
Yes.
Like, you just one of those, like, okay, it's
And,
cool.
and almost instructional videos like that, how to do sound. It's just like, this is very relaxing.
Yeah, it's not ASMR, but it is.
It's frissom.
I'm sorry, what'd you call me?
Frissom is when you ever watch something and got like a cold chill?
Yeah,
Or, like,
I
yeah.
watched the Destiny 2 live stream.
That is frisson.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Look it up.
I will later. Okay,
You have gaming news.
gaming news and other news.
Yeah.
Not so much just gaming.
Yeah.
Did you watch the television show Timeless?
No.
Congratulations, it's uncanceled. So Timeless, it
Cool.
was episode 1. I looked at my wife and I was like, it's getting canceled. It's a time travel show. Every time travel show,
Not Flash.
I would say save for the Flash, has gotten canceled. This one got itself.
Legends tomorrow.
Okay, you got a good point. Okay, so if it's not comic book year related,
If it's not CW.
yeah, CW pretty much supports those type of shows support the CW.
Yeah. I mean, because let's face it, Smallville, Supernatural, Flash, Green Arrow, not Justice League, Legends tomorrow,
Yeah.
all CW.
There was another time travel show called Time After Time. It was about not Jules Verne. Who wrote the Time Machine?
H.G. Wells.
H.G. Wells. That is who it was. Comes back. I can't see what they said. Someone wrote something.
No, they didn't.
No, I can see it up here. Oh, they shared the video.
Oh.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, nobody said anything. I'm watching it.
He travels in time, comes forward in time. For 5 episodes, it got canceled.
See, that's
How do you screw up a season that bad?
See, that's my point. It's just like
I think some shows, I think a lot of shows should be given 2 seasons, right out the gate. 2 seasons.
give it a story arc.
Well, why I say 2 seasons is so you can have a season building up to something. It cliffhangers season 1 into season 2. Season 2, you can round off that plot point while leaving enough hooks open for season 3. But if you just season 1 it, they have to introduce the turn and then resolve in 13 episodes.
Here's
It's not enough.
All right, just off the top of my head, I'm going to create a Blue Beetle TV show.
Okay?
Ted Kord, the original Red Blue Beetle, you don't need to know anything about him. He's killed. You see the scarab fly off, and it finds Jaime, who's
Okay.
the new Blue Beetle. The first season of the show is him struggling to control and use the Scarab as much as the Scarab is trying to control him.
Okay.
So that's the entire struggle. There doesn't need to be some big villain. There needs to be villains, but you don't need the Joker.
Okay.
Or Batman. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that arch nemesis. It's Blue Beetle is very much his own nemesis right now. So that's the first season.
DC, if you're listening, this guy right here, Blue Beetle, just have him write it for
And
you.
I'm not even like the hugest Blue Beetle fan.
Yeah.
It's just, that's how you do it. You introduce, especially when you have a younger superhero, like Jaime. He's 17, I think.
Well, you could almost introduce... I don't know much about Blue Beetle. I probably know even less than you do.
Right.
Have him struggle through high school. He's dealing with bullies, and the Scarab wants to protect him, and take out those bullies, but he knows that that's not the right thing to do.
Exactly. It's like they need to go back and rewatch Smallville and think to themselves, how did Smallville do this? Smallville ran for, what, 11 seasons?
Something like that.
So, make it, okay, he gets his powers. He has no idea how to use them. There's, Lana, his love interest. There's Chloe, who loves him, but is too shy to say anything.
Yeah.
Make it formulaic?
Well, look at the beginning seasons of Supernatural as well. It was like, Monster of the Week, done. Monster of the Week, done. Monster of the Week, done. Every episode had, at the 15-minute mark, they kind of realize what's going on. Half-hour mark, it kind of becomes the turn. 45-minute mark, they start to kind of round off the end. At the end of the episode, problem solved.
Exactly.
Episodically, and introduce things every week. Like, maybe someone is sending these bad guys. And maybe just kind of have it a shadowy figure. So
Well, I mean, really, the first season of this hypothetical Blue Beetle show, which, by the way, Black Lightning.
Right.
Does that kick into your next game news?
No, it doesn't. I don't actually have it listed here.
CW is introducing Black Lightning, which is a new superhero. Not new superhero, but...
It's a new superhero show.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
This has been posed and asked. Why is there this infatuation with color? Like, Blue Beetle makes sense. Yeah, whatever. This is going to sound super crazy. Does every black superhero need to be named Black something?
Luke Cage.
Yeah, because
War
that's
Machine.
literally his name.
Okay. War Machine.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of the older ones, it's like, Black Lightning. Can we just retool that to, like, maybe Static Shock or something like that?
White Canary, Black Canary.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, though. It's like, I get it. Panthers are normally black. We don't have to call him Black Panther. I get it while we do now.
Yeah, I guess.
But back when they wrote, it's like, it's a little on the nose, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess it was back then as well, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, now I get it, but if we're going to introduce a TV show about a guy who uses electrical powers, can we just make Static Shock?
Yeah.
I love the
Oh, me
old
too.
WB before it was CW Static Shock show.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
He was one of the few people to know Batman's super identity.
Yeah.
And Batman, what was his name? Damian something?
Bruce Wayne?
No, Static Shock's name.
Virgil Hawkins.
Virgil Hawkins.
Yep.
It's like, that was a good show.
Yeah.
It was about a teenager having powers and trying to keep his family safe.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to introduce, we're going to make a Blue Beetle TV show. It's not 100% Blue Beetle. You have Beast Boy. You have some of these younger heroes that you can say, okay, we're literally only writing 2 seasons of Blue Beetle. And that it's going to be, you have all these different characters who are minor characters. Okay, we're canceling Blue Beetle because it's over. But we are starting Teen Titans, which Blue Beetle was part of the Teen Titans.
Well, I want to say what you should do is from my thought.
Because we're making this theoretical movie.
We're just canceling Timeless.
Yeah.
It was good and everything, but let's just open up a bunch of new comic book movies.
Yeah.
Or shows. Go Blue Beetle TV show, a Robin TV show.
Yep, with Damian Wayne.
I would love that. And, like, you never see Batman. He just always refers to his father.
The first season, he should be Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
My father will hear about this. No, I mean, not necessarily, but grandfather.
You're a sniveling prick, but all right.
His grandfather, who's Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul, thank you.
Sometimes, depending on how you pronounce it. It's an ancient name.
Technically,
you don't know nothing.
You know nothing. But you have Blue Beetle, Damian Wayne.
Yep.
Or you can just call the television show Damian. So it's like, oh.
No, because then it sounds too much like Exorcist.
No, but that would be kind of cool. Like, he deals with kind of like Ra's al Ghul sort of thing. Like, it's all about him being in the League of Assassins. And then you have Starfire or Raven and her dealings with Trigon.
We need to refocus the camera.
Camera should refocus here pretty quick. You want to move the camera just a little bit? Because I'm, like, locked behind this.
Yeah.
There we go. Sit back. Sorry, I'm... Focus. There we go. I would like to see a Raven television show.
Yeah.
Or a Starfire.
Here's what you do. You have all the TV shows converge.
And then I would say after like 2 seasons of each, you cancel all 4 of them and build the Teen Titans.
No, what you do is you open up Blue Beetle, 2 years to Starfall. Okay, I don't know what Starfall is. Give it 2 seasons, that's 2 years. Occasionally you're like, 1.5 years to Starfall. At the very end of the Blue Beetle 2-season run, you just see a green star just streak across. Shaboom! Your Damian show, 2 years to Starfall. They all converge on one event. You know what that event is?
Starfire.
Starfire. And then you're just like, Teen Titans. And then you're like, 0 days till Starfall. See, the series opens, you just see this green streak flying across the sky. You're literally, it's like they put a GoPro on the back of an asteroid. You just see it, and it's streaking down. Shaboom, hits the city. Then, you get this procedural kind of cop show, kind of no heroes. And you just see Blue Beetle and Damian and Cyborg and all them show up. And there's a girl laying there.
I like it.
And then you don't realize, but Nightwing, she's a little bit older than the rest of them. Nightwing, the previous Robin, who was never named, but he was helping train Damian. You just call him Tim or whatnot. That was Nightwing.
Nice.
They go investigate this. Obviously, Starfire kisses him, and then they train the new heroes of the Teen Titans.
Up against Slade.
Yes. No, not Slade, because that was the original Robin's enemy. It'd be Deathstroke.
That was what it is, Deathstroke.
Yeah. I mean, which is Slade, but Deathstroke's a lot older. Okay. So he's trying to kill Tim through the Teen Titans.
Okay, cool.
And Cyborg would not be in the Teen Titans. He'd be in Justice League.
Yeah, he'd be like their
He'd be
power.
Beast Boy or Terra. And then you can get those old plot elements of, like, Terra being a villain.
Yeah, you can use the Judas Contract storyline.
Yeah, you watched the Judas Contract?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
It was amazing. Okay, let's
except
move on from DC.
Except be less creepy about Slade and Terra's relationship. Yeah. I watched them like, I feel uncomfortable.
I need a shower. A great big shower.
Then you'll cry.
Like a weep in there.
Right?
Okay. Let's talk about E3. It is happening pretty soon here.
Yes, and tickets are sold out.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and go list the games that are confirmed at E3. And if you want to hear more about it, stop me and I'll let you know the platform.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about every one of these games because I'm sure we'll do it
as they come out.
As they come out and after E3.
Yes.
Okay. ARMS.
I'm going to buy that one.
Me too. Absolutely. Well, the new Test Fire is coming out soon. And that's on the 26th.
I think we should do it's buy it, rent it, or pass. And rent it would be like, I want to borrow that from someone.
I'm going to make someone else buy that for me.
Okay, so buy it.
Okay. Battlefield 1 in the Name of the Tsar. It's an expansion.
Pass.
Yep, pass. Battle Sloths 2025, The Great Pizza Wars.
For what system?
PC and Mac.
Pass.
I might rent. Call of Duty World War II.
Pass. Rent.
A pass. FIFA 18.
Pass.
Harvest Moon Light of Hope.
On the Switch.
Switch PC and PS4.
Buy it.
Buy it, yeah. Madden NFL 18.
Pass.
NBA 18.
Pass.
New Need for Speed.
Pass.
Splatoon 2.
Buy it twice.
Yeah, right? Everybody needs a copy.
Yep.
Battlefront 2.
Yeah, buy it.
You know what? Rent.
I already have... I want to order my Inferno Squad action figure. And I've already have the book.
Okay.
Here's my thought. If a game has a book that's prequel, it can't be that bad.
Okay.
Because here's the thing.
They wrote a book.
They wrote a book, and if the game is disappointing, you're not only disappointing gamers, you're disappointing readers.
Okay. State of Decay 2.
Pass.
Pass. Super Mario Odyssey.
Buy.
Buy it. Okay, these are the rumored games. Unconfirmed, only rumored. Borderlands 3.
Buy it.
Pass. Or, I'm sorry, rent.
What? You don't want Borderlands 3?
I've never played a Borderlands game.
Yeah, you have.
I've never... Okay, let me rephrase that. I've played it. I've never beat it. I've played like an hour and a half into it, and I've always...
I've played...
I played Borderlands 3 like a ton.
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2 a ton.
Yeah,
I just didn't get
Andrew.
I just didn't get... That's because I was working all the time. And
So do I, but I'd still buy it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Crackdown 3.
Pass.
Pass. Cyberpunk 2077. Rent.
Rent?
Days Gone.
Rent?
I'm considering it. Rent. Destiny 2.
Buy
it. Buy
What-
it
what-
4 times.
Which edition?
I'm going to buy Xbox.
Yeah, which edition?
Oh, probably the Collector's Edition. Collector's Edition digital. Through Xbox. I thought about going to GameStop and buying it, but all you get is a figure, a keychain, and like 4 stress balls, and the expansion passes.
Not if you buy the collector's edition or the limited edition. The limited edition is $250.
Yeah, that's why I'm not.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't confirm that because we're being recorded, but my thought was $250. It comes out September 8th.
Yeah.
If you save like $20 per paycheck and put it down on Destiny, you will have it bought by the time it comes out.
Maybe. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Rant.
Is it on Xbox?
PS4.
Rant.
You'll have to get a PS4 first.
What?
God of War.
Pass.
Pass. Kingdom Hearts 3. My grandchildren will play that.
I don't believe that'll be there.
My grandchildren will play that when it's our first released.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Even that'll be like alpha access.
I'll be like, I remember. Now they're on Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. 0.2.9999 Mega Remix Ultra Plus Star Edition.
Yeah.
They just every year. Well, we're not doing Kingdom Hearts 3, but what we do have is Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Remix. It's like, no, it's not. Stop your lying, you lying liar.
Liar.
It's not the final mix, because next year you'll release the same thing.
Super Minor
Again.
Ultra Mix.
Instead of just publishing Kingdom Hearts 3. It's pulling a Final Fantasy 15, and it will screw themselves, much like Final Fantasy 15.
It's like, oh my god, like I remember going, oh my gosh, they already have Tangled stuff in it?
Yeah.
Which, let's talk with it. Oh my gosh, they already have Tangled stuff in it. Meaning Tangled had just come out.
Then now, since then, you need to add Frozen.
Yep.
If they don't, the gamers will revolt.
Frozen, Moana, Rebel 1, Star Wars, Force Awakens.
It's a nightmare.
At this point, it'll be Last Jedi and the Han Solo movie.
I just can't even. Knack 2.
I'm sorry?
Knack 2.
Pass?
Mario and the Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Rent. Maybe.
Is it on Switch?
Yeah.
Rent.
Middle-earth Shadow of War. Buy it.
Buy it.
The next Assassin's Creed, which is supposed to be Assassin's Creed 5 Origins and Ancient China. Or no, I'm sorry, Ancient Egypt. Pass.
My rent.
Shenmue 3.
Is that a thing still?
Yeah, apparently.
I'll
Pass.
rent it. You know, I'll tell you what, I'll buy it. Is it for Switch?
No.
PS4?
PS4 and PC.
Pass.
Yeah, passed. South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Rent.
I'll probably rent. Spider-Man, PS4.
Rent.
Yeah. That's all that's been confirmed.
Huh.
There's like very few like large Nintendo games. I'm wanting. We'll save it for the E3 podcast.
Rage.
Er.
All right, let's go on because we've like burnt so much time talking about DC stuff.
Yeah, we got like 45 minutes. Netflix announces the Dark Crystal prequel series. Do you care?
No.
Did you watch Dark Crystal?
No.
Apparently scarring for children.
I mean, I care in the fact that my favorite piece of trivia about that movie is David Bowie could not do the crystal scene where he's like dancing with the crystal, so someone had to do that, and that was their arm. Their head was by David Bowie's crotch.
That's real cool. You're thinking of Labyrinth.
The one I'm thinking of something. Yeah,
You're thinking of Labyrinth, not the Dark Crystal.
Those two movies aren't related in any sort of way?
No.
Is David Bowie in both of them?
No.
What is the Dark Crystal about?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Thank God we're not a movie podcast.
You're not wrong. My friend was like, "Did you just?" I was like, "Oh yeah, the scene where no, David Bowie was really good," and he's like, "That's Labyrinth." They go,
Wait, is this one with Falcor?
No, that's also a Never-Ending Story.
Huh. Like I said, thank God we're not a movie podcast.
No. Moving on. Overwatch. 3 new maps revealed. Do you care?
I do, actually. I like Overwatch.
Me too. Apparently they're also releasing new skins for some of the characters.
The Anniversary Edition, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I really just wish they'd just confirm Doomfist. I want Doomfist!
Okay. ARMS, the Global Test Punch Beta. Friday, May 26th to Sunday, May 28th.
Is it going to be like that hour each?
No, that was total and utter
Bullcrap.
Then you also have Friday, June 2nd to June 4th. That is for North America. For our European listeners, if we have any, Saturday, May 27th to Sunday, May 28th. Saturday, June 3rd to Sunday, June 4th. I will be playing the ever-living daylights out of that, and if we can, we will be streaming it.
Yes.
I'm calling it right now.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Last news story, and I'm super pumped for this one. Did you read the show notes?
Yes, but refresh my memory.
Man sues his date for texting during Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
You know, I can understand that.
Yeah, me too. I was like, that seems stupid. Let me read the article.
All right.
Because it's amazing.
All right, I'm going to close my eyes and pretend I'm in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. A man is suing his date for texting during a screening of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Right.
The plaintiff, Brandon Vesmar. Nice to meet you, Brandon.
Sir?
Is suing for the price he paid to a 3D screening of the film, which is exactly $17.31.
Wait, for one ticket?
For one ticket. 3D. Okay.
All right, where's Brandon from? Where am I from?
Okay, I'm going to explain it. The Austin American-Statesman reports. What movie theater was it?
It was the Alamo Draft House.
The Alamo Draft House. Vasmar claims that 15 minutes into the movie, his date, who remains anonymous, which is probably a good thing.
Wait, is it his long-term girlfriend or a date?
It just said his date. But the article, yeah, it just says his date. I'm assuming there wasn't a second date.
No.
Started texting and ignored Vesmar's request to turn off the phone after using it 10 to 20 times in the first 15 minutes of the film.
All right, let's put this in context. I've been with my fiance for 3 years. Feels like forever. In a good way. If she busts out her phone and started texting in the middle of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I would stand up and go, I'm leaving. She's like, oh, what's going on? No. You misunderstand my context. I'm not just leaving the theater. I'm leaving you.
Especially after asking, hey, could you cut that out? Hey, cut it out.
Yeah.
Like, stop. What is so important? Like, I go to the movie theater, and, like, I feel like when you go to the movie theater, that is the moment everyone wants to contact you.
Yes.
Because I'll be in the movie theater.
I really think all theaters should have a locker where you...
No, I don't think so. Because some people need emergency calls. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having your phone
Here's the
on.
thing.
Do not check it. Excuse yourself to the bathroom like a civilized person and go, I have to go check my phone because my child is in the babysitter. My loved ones are in town. You know what? At a certain point, the sad but ultimate truth is, I could be getting a call from my mother telling me, your father is dying. At a certain point, I will finish the movie, check my phone, and go, crap, I better go.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Running out, it's still a 4 to 5 hour drive. You know what?
Yeah. See, my theory is, if a movie... All right, do you have one of the little Cinemark cards?
No, I'm really considering getting
Me
one.
too, because there's a lot of cool movies coming out.
I'm going to a movie tonight.
What movie?
I'm finally going to go see Alien. For a movie I thought came out last weekend. And apparently so did everyone else.
Yeah. I really want to go see that. So, I really wish you could get Cinemark card. Here's locker. Swipe your card. You want me to refocus it?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Let's see. Let's use the back of mine. So, I guess my mic won't pick me up.
Yeah, but I'm just like, okay, like, come on now.
Yeah.
I think it's because you're not directly in front of the mic, in front of the camera. There you go.
Okay.
So it's just like, okay, fine. Let me read the rest of this.
Okay.
While damages sought are modest, the principle is important as defendant's behavior is a threat to civilized society, reads Vesmar's petition, filed to a small claims court. Vesmar's date said she was asked to pay him back for the ticket, but refused to do so because he took me out on a date. After learning about the claim, Alamo Drafthouse CEO Tim League has offered Vesmar a $17.31 gift certificate to settle the lawsuit. In an email sent to the American Statesman, League said he agrees that the date's excessive texting during the screening is a threat to civilized society, but is also concerned about our courts being clogged with superfluous lawsuits.
I'm just saying this. If Jason, Brandon, whatever his name was, wants to go see Guardians of the Galaxy again, fly out to Louisville and we will go hang out and watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
No texting involved.
No texting involved.
I was like, I read that and I was like, that's going in the phone.
Oh gosh, that's beautiful.
I mean, it's one of those, like, really, like,
Yeah.
you want to text during the movie? Like, first of all, I don't, like, as soon as I get in the theater,
I turn my phone off.
if there's, well, I don't turn my phone off completely.
I'll turn on silent.
It takes forever for my phone to boot back up.
Right.
I just put it on vibrate.
Yeah.
I'll play with my phone until, like, the previews start. Like, you know, during that first look thing, they're always talking about shows. I'll play
And
with
like the 50 things about Coca-Cola
Yeah.
and upcoming movies and artists you've never heard of.
Yeah. Well, actually, I learned a couple of shows I wanted to watch and did watch, and they're pretty good.
Like Timeless.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Timeless this ad for Timeless played during Suicide Squad.
And
Let that sink in.
yeah. And I'll play with my phone. But as soon as, like, the previews start, or, like, they're like, and your show's about to begin, I put my phone up.
Oh, I'm militant
like a
about it.
human. Like,
Here's my thing. If I'm going to go see a movie by myself, which I have,
Yep.
I've seen Amazing Spider-Man 2 by myself.
that's a good movie. You know what? I'm starting to embrace the going to movies by myself.
Right?
Because it's like, I can go see what I want. I can get a drink and popcorn to myself.
See, like,
I don't mind sharing. It's the fact of, like, I have to have it on one knee, and someone's constantly pulling the bucket over, and it's like, stop. I feel like it's constantly tipping over.
Here's my thing. Like, I like movie popcorn, but here's a strange thing. I don't like that it's oil fried. I like air popped popcorn. No, because there's popcorn at work that's like popped in avocado oil, which is like super light oil. Like, it tastes like nothing's there.
Nice.
And it's like, this is really good. I'm addicted to this stuff.
Nice. But, yeah, it's like, turn your phone off.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
militant
come on.
about it.
So, anyway.
Like I said, I think there should be a locker that you scan your membership card, put your phone in there. It's like, oh, you just scanned that you're going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy? Unless you input the emergency code in there, there's no way to get your phone out.
No, I disagree with that one. It's like, it's one of those things of, like, if like my daughter was sick and for some reason I thought it was still cool to go see a movie, I would want my phone on me so that if I started to get a phone call, here's the thing. There's a difference between using your phone and checking who it is.
Okay, here's also my thing. You don't have a job that people can call you and say, "Hey, we need you." So if I'm getting a call during the middle of the movie theater, I ignore it. I straight up ignore it.
Okay, let's move on.
Yes. Instead of talking about movies.
DC mostly, somehow. We're the only ones that do talk about DC.
Right?
We're affiliated with someone now.
Yes.
Well, more officially. The Philanthropic Princess Project.
Yes.
We've talked about it multiple times now. It's officially on our website now.
Good.
It's a free service.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. You should go check it out.
We should.
They have a Facebook, www.facebook.com/the Philanthropic Princess Project.
Yep.
So, and we have a link in our description as well.
Yeah. And you've heard us talk about multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Old family friend.
Actually,
friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 games, real fast. 2 that are coming out.
Right.
Dissidia 5 Complete Switch.
Have you played the demo?
I have it downloaded. I haven't yet, though.
That's fun.
And Portal Knights.
I have no idea what Portal Knights is.
It's an Xbox game.
Nice.
I'm excited for both of them. Both of them May 23rd.
I'm not burnt out on gaming. I'm kind of afraid.
Burnt out on bad gaming.
No. This year there's too many AAA titles I want to get. So I bought Injustice.
Yep.
Right? Injustice 2.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Destiny 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, and Battlefront 2 comes out.
It's the year of the 2s.
Yep. Red Dead Redemption is going to be fun.
I'll pass.
I played the original one.
Okay. Netflix. Ascension. It's pretty good. It's like a space show.
Right.
It's on Netflix.
Is it a Netflix original?
No.
Okay.
Not that I can tell. Okay.
My choice was Young Justice.
Okay.
I've been on a Justice League tear.
I can tell.
Yep.
Okay. Injustice review. Got much to say about it?
Yes.
Is it good?
I love it. I mean, this podcast might go a little long.
It is.
But
because we still have a post show.
Yeah. Which we're going to talk about Destiny, gushing about Destiny.
Oh
well,
my gosh, yes.
maybe playing Destiny.
No.
Scoot the chair back.
Just gushing about it. This podcast is over. We're just playing Destiny.
I mean, you could just record Destiny and
have
us voice over that.
I thought about it.
We could do that. We can go get lunch and then set it up.
Maybe. Anyway, carry
on. The storyline is really good. I would love for that to be a DC movie. That's where all the DC hate and controversy came up. It's a really good story. Have you played the original one?
Nope. Not at all.
Joker tricks Superman into killing him.
Okay.
Not intentionally, but Joker tricks Superman to kill Lois Lane.
Which drives him to kill Joker.
Yeah, because she's pregnant.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a mention that in the second game, and Clark goes, "Bruce, do you remember when I came to you to tell you that night?" And Batman goes, "That Lois was pregnant?" Clark goes, "Yeah." Bruce is like, "You didn't even have to tell me, I already knew." And he's like, "Yeah, those were good times. I miss it back then." And Clark goes, "Me too. But we're different people now." And then they go into this fight with Batman and kryptonite-infused armor and Superman. It was great because at the very end, you're given a choice. Do you want to play as Batman or Superman? Superman, you have to fight Kara and all the old allies and stuff like that, or Bruce. I'm trying to go back and unlock the alternate end chapter because there's 2 chapters. It's Rise of Superman, I think, and Nightfall.
Okay.
And so there's multiple choices in the game, multiple times in the game, where you can play as different characters. Like Chapter 3 was the beginning where you can either play as Black Canary or Green Arrow, who are married.
Nice.
And whatchamacall, there's a funny line where he goes, well, they're looking for General Grodd, Gorilla Grodd. And whatchamacall, Green Arrow goes, "All right, now where's that damn dirty ape?"
Nice.
There's like, nice Planet of the Apes reference. And then at one point,
sweet reference, bro.
Sweet reference. Or if you play as Black Canary, which is Dinah, Grodd says, "You'll kneel before General. You'll kneel before me." And Dinah goes, "Kneel before Grodd." That doesn't sound right.
Nice.
Yeah, and so it's like, oh, this is cool.
This is a show.
Yeah, I mean, the characters all play, and they play as you feel like they should.
Okay.
Like, the reason why I chose Superman at the very end was I didn't want to fight Superman. Because Superman is a tank. It is hard to break through his defense.
Okay.
Because he's just a powerful character. Whereas like characters like Captain Cold was pretty easy to defeat.
Nice.
And I unlocked one of the achievements.
Good.
I mean, you get achievements for being 50%, 100%, opening up mother boxes and things like that. But there's one achievement where you have to use the stage interaction and throw them into the movie theater sign. Which,
Nice.
fun Easter egg, throw them like 3 times in the sign, and the letters that are up on the sign still read, "Finish him."
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of little references to like poets and movies and DC works and just Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
Yeah. And so it's really fun. I mean, I bought the Ultimate Edition, which is like $100. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed it because I got all the character shaders, and I can play as Power Girl, who is this alternate skin for Supergirl, and Grid because I have the Injustice mobile game and things like that.
Nice.
And by the way, get the mobile game. It's fun.
Okay.
It'd be funner if you were able to use a controller, but it's really fun.
Okay.
Injustice 2, if you were to choose between if I were to choose again, between all the editions, and I didn't worry about wanting all the skins, I would say just go ahead and get the regular edition. Standard edition. Ultimate, if you're just going to play through the storyline and put it down, it's not worth it.
Okay.
Because it's $100.
Okay. Makes sense.
So I'm probably going to be playing through all the challenges, and I'm going back to the story and beating the characters using the different character. Like, one chapter I didn't use Firestorm pretty much at all.
Nice.
So I'm going back through as Firestorm
Nice.
instead of Blue Beetle. So
Oh, that's why you talked about Blue Beetle, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, he was in Judas Contract, and he's just everywhere now.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up, and then we'll do the post show.
Yep. We'll go get lunch first.
No, the post show will just talk. We'll give it. Just trust me. I got this.
Okay.
Okay, you can find us at our website at gamingandchillpodcast.squarespace.com. We generally try to keep it updated with all of our newest podcasts and everything, and there's a link to our YouTube page.
Yep. And today I'll probably be putting up an Injustice 2 full review.
Cool. I've been doing new arcs. I've been doing One Piece, but I
Right.
said instead of trying to review all 800 plus episodes, to do it by mini arcs. So they're like 3 to 4 episode chunks.
Okay.
So like I already got one of them done that was like Romancing Dawn, and now I'm doing on Orange Town, which is Captain Buggy.
Okay, I'm like, Romancing Dawn, is that the very beginning?
Romancing Dawn is 1 through 4. And it talks about Luffy's origin, basically.
Yep.
And then 4 through 8 is Buggy.
Yep.
Because
So, speaking of disappointing anime turned TV shows, I'm really surprised One Piece hasn't been turned into a TV show.
it is a TV show.
No, I mean, but like a live action movie.
Yeah, let's talk about that. We won't jinx it.
Yeah.
You can find us at Twitter at
Twitter?
Twitter at gaming_in_chill.
Yep.
And Instagram, Gaming and Chill Podcast. And if you're watching this live right now, you know you can find us at facebook.com/Gaming and Chill Podcast. We also have a subreddit,
Yes.
Gaming and Chill Podcast. Come and check it out. We
Yep.
have all of our reviews up there, and you can add other stuff there too,
Yep.
like things that you think we should do.
Yep.
And once again, we were brought to you by the Philanthropic Princess Project. Facebook.com/the Philanthropic Princess Project.
Yep.
There we go. That is our show. And you can, if you want to talk to us otherwise, you can use the hashtag Gaming and Chill Podcast.
Let us know about workout routines. Because occasionally I look at the camera and I'm like, wow.
I'm still surprised by this.
That's a bit awakening.
There we go. So that's our main show.
Yes.